Hey guys, we're here with Charlie, who just got his invite to NAWCQ with some janky Ryzeal Madolche. So what are your thought process on that?
I think the deck is pretty cool. One of the main advantages is it doesn't lose inherently to the Bystials because the Madolches are all Earth. But otherwise it's not that amazing. It's just like I really wanted to play Madolche. People that know me know I really like the deck. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
Awesome.
So to start off, we're gonna have the Ryzeal cards: 3 Bonfire, 3 Ice, 3 X, 2 Sword because you don't really want to open this. You mainly want to search it, and I mean it's a good extender, but like I'd rather not break up on too much of the Ryzeal cards. 1 node, 1 cross, and 1 plugin. Plugin's very versatile. It's an extender. It also lets you do the cross interruption, the weird shenanigans when your cards are gone. And the glue that binds it all together, we have 7th Tachyon. This card lets you search for the Madolche Fairies because it's number 102, and also lets you search for the lights that Bonfire would search. Next, we have Madolche Patinsa Swar. She's pretty cool. She summons herself from hand. If there's no monsters in the graveyard, key point, it's really unfortunate when you have to hand trap your opponent and it ends up like not working, but there are ways to get her out. Madolche Angeli. She's a Lone Fire Blossom for another Madolche. And then you just have your 1-ups. You have your Madolche Magic Link. She's a Strato, so she can search the Patinsa Swar, and she's also like part of the the Madolche only combo when you don't open any Ryzeals, and you can't get into your Ryzeal engine at all. The last 2 1-ups are Messenger Lotto. This guy, when there's another Beast Madolche on the field, he searches for the spell card. This is the Madolche Beast. He banishes one to summon just Messenger Lotto. The cake gets Sigil Lotto. And Salon, this spell card, it lets you extra normal summon a Madolche. So sometimes what happens a lot is like you just normal summon Magileine, grab another one, and you just make duo drive and you go full Ryzeal combo. Because honestly, the Ryzeal cards are usually better than the Madolche cards, but it's very versatile because depending on what your hand is, you can go into both, or sometimes you can only go with one, and that's okay. And then Promenade. This card is pretty unique. It's like one of the few standout points of the deck. It lets you negate one of your opponent's cards. Granted, you bounce one of either from your field or graveyard. Now moving on to non-engine, we have 3 Droll. This card was really, really good today. Stopped a lot of players from doing things. It also stopped me a lot. It's really frustrating, but you gotta like play the best cards you can. Ash Blossom stops a lot of Fuas. It also stops like your opponents just in general. Not that good into Malice, but good everywhere else. 3 Imperm. Classic card, doesn't play into Talents. 2 Purlia because I don't have 3 Purlia and I also don't own Fuelos. And 1 Veiler because I don't own 3 Purlia. And then finally, for just like extra pieces, we have Pot of Prosperity, searches for anything you want. Book of Moon, 2 of them. Call by the Grave, Thrust, and then for the 1 of Talents, because with Thrust, you can use it to search any of your other cards you're missing. Usually it ends up being Prosperity or Talents. Yeah, and we can go to the extra deck. Okay, for the extra deck, I'm so sorry. The extra deck, number 102, Star Seraph. He's the light, and he's also a fairy, so he searches for both the light Ryzeals and the fairies. So they glue with 7 Tachyon. 2 Detonators, necessary card in Ryzeal, just as strong as he is in any other Ryzeal variant. 2 Dual Drive, because you have the space to run the double Dual Drive, so you might as well. After that, you have the 1-ups, Tornado Dragon. This beat a lot of Imperms, a lot of like random sets that get in your way. Abyss Dweller, card's still broken, should probably get banned soon. Exciton Knight, never went into him, but theoretically he's really, really strong. You don't always have to go for game. Going for game can just be setting up a board that's good enough to beat your opponent on the following turn. And then for the dumps, you have Mirror Logic Aggregator, free card to negate 1 card, Board Breaker going second, and Eclipse Twin to just revive your cards. Theoretically, I probably could cut the Exciton to go for the second Eclipse Twins, but otherwise it's just a good card. And last but not least, we have the Madolche cards. We have Glass Souffle. This is one of the key pieces. This is like one of the pieces you end on because the other rank 4 is not that good. Her unique part is she shuffles back any cards, 2 cards from anyone's graveyard back into the deck. So what you would do is you just it hits Bystials. Sorry, it hits Malice a lot. It hits like Ryzeal cards if they want to go X dump Eclipse Twins, and it's just a really heads up card. Tiramisu. This card is like the board breaker. This is what people know Madolche for. Going second, it's really strong. It non-target shuffles any 2 cards from the opponent's deck to the deck. And we have Tiara Phrase. Tiara Phrase you can't really end her on her frequently, but your Madolche only hands end on her quite a lot because that's like the only option you have. And she's basically tiramisu, except she does it on your opponent's turn, but only on your opponent's turn. And the reason you can't end on her a lot is because you're frequently 4-locks by the Ryzeal cards. So yeah. And you just have Myakurons. Myakurons is part of the Madolche one card, like Madolche only combo. So you just have to play it just to get into all of your interruptions. And last but not least, you have Typhon, just to help break boards and establish some gameplay.
Side deck?
And, side deck. Side deck starting off with the going first options. You have Solemn Judgment. Card's crazy. Never saw it once, but it is really, really good. You want to see it more often than not. Unfortunately, didn't see it today. Lancia. I double Lancia Hanko, and he didn't know, but I had a third Lancia in hand. I don't think he was ever winning that game, but that's just how the card is sometimes. Double Lightning Storm and Duster. I wish these cards were better. I played against Odion, and you know when they set up Lord of the Heavenly Prison, it's very frustrating when you can't use it. But otherwise, it's a good card. It helps deal with a lot of back row hit and lets your cards go through. Meows. It's the other Moltron I own. Not main deck worthy, but it's still really good. Helped a lot in the Malice matchup. And last but not least, one of the MVPs, Forbidden Droplet. It dodged everything. It dodged Valor, Imperms, like even the opponent's droplets if they don't send the right cards. And just lets things usually resolve, specifically the Madolche cards. And obviously it's a board breaker. It's really strong. No time shenanigans or anything like that, but just overall like a really good card.
Awesome. Well, congrats again on the invite with this janky ass deck.
Thank you.
What are your any last shoutouts?
Yeah, I want to shout out most of the people, almost everyone at Dolly's. They're a great community. I also really appreciate the downtown people. Granted, I haven't been there in a really long time. But yeah, much love for the game, and I'm very glad I could just do it pretty well with this deck.
Awesome. Thank you.
Have a good one.